Evening team, let's get connected. Signal took a little while then to get connected. Come join me, come join me. We're going to talk about why you're not losing weight. So if you're super frustrated and you're like, why is it not happening for me? Then we're going to talk about losing weight and why you're not losing weight. And it's going to be a bit of honest chat with that. And so I'm just going to pop in. Remember, if you're on the StreamYard, get permission to show your name so I can see who's commenting. But let me know, how's your day been? What has been your success for today? What's gone well for you today? Let me know in the comments. Hi, Sharon. Alrighty, let me just pin this. I know I can't type and concentrate at the same time on social media. This is why you're not losing weight. Let's post this. I'm just going to pin this to the top for anyone who joins us later so they know what we're talking about. Hi, Verena. How are we all doing this evening? Dried off, hopefully, Verena. We had the wettest training session ever. I mean, the rain was epic. Hey, Sharon, like, it just got wetter and wetter. Like, you could not, like, it was next level. I mean, you couldn't have got any wetter or any heavier. And I think as much as I've trained in the rain before, it's fair to say, Verena, we've definitely opened the heavens today. All right. And I wanted to talk to you about why you're not losing weight, because this is a question I get a lot. I know some of you are familiar with the fact that weight loss is a long-term thing. I promote it, weight loss being long-term, but it doesn't mean it doesn't get frustrating, right? So Sharon was all about this, testing the patient's muscle. And I was speaking a bit with Verena about this today as well, about why you're not losing weight. So it could be that you're looking to restrict calories because that's the thing you're told, right? It's about calorie deficit. And yes, it is. So it's about the energy you burn, the calories you're taking in, and what that looks like. That absolutely plays a part in it. But what I see a trend with lots of women who are 40 plus is you've learned to restrict calories and that worked in the past. So in the past, you might have a whole weekend out and be woohoo, and then kind of restrict your calories during the week, and you'd lose the weight and come off 1 or 2 days, no bother. Or you might outtrain your diet. So that whole saying about you can't outtrain a bad diet, you might have got away with that in your younger years. But now you're a bit older, that doesn't happen. And you're like, what's going on? How come when I restrict calories, nothing happens? And you feel like, right, okay, I need to maybe kill myself with fitness. I maybe need to reduce what I'm having more. And you're thinking, I can't not eat any less than I already am. And this is where people get in habits of trying out these crazy cleanse diets. They try out the 800 calorie diets, and then you try intermittent fasting, and you get a bit desperate, right? Because you're like, I want to lose weight. So logically, you're going to try different things that you get told, oh, this is what you need to do to lose weight. But the truth is, if you've been restricting yourself for so long, then you're probably broken your metabolism. Now, I'm not using that as a fad phrase or saying, but what we need to do is rebuild your body by refueling it again. And when I start working with a lot of clients, what they struggle with is the volume of food they can have. And then that's based on your activity levels, on your height, your weight, your age. So I work out what your body's doing. For me, just to sit here right now, my body's working, right? So I'm breathing, my heart is beating, blood's pumping around your body. There's lots of things, the brain, the liver's working. So we need calories for all those processes when we're not actually actively working out. And then on top of that, we then look at, well, what's your activity levels? What's your steps like? How often are you moving? Are you mostly seated? And from that basis, I then work out what your calories looks like in terms of maintenance, to gain muscle, to lose weight. What does that look like? And then I come up with that figure, do the calculation, come up with that figure, and then based on that, I create meal plans for clients, which gives them how much to eat each single day. So I'll give them their meals for the day, any snacks, and I say to them, that is your food for the day. And a lot of people struggle with how much food that is. And the reason a lot of people struggle is because they've been restricting themselves for so long. And I always say to my clients, and Sharon will vouch for this, I always say, when I give you your meal plan, don't stuff yourself. Don't get to that point where you feel like you're literally forcing the food in. See it as your food for the whole day. And if you're not able to eat all that food, then don't force it in, because there's nothing worse than feeling like you're force feeding yourself. I'd never support that. So when I give you food, it's like that food is for your day. Try and eat as much as you can, but tune into your hunger cues and don't force yourself, because if you've been restricting yourself for a while, it's going to take a while for that to kick in. And if you've been having coffee in the morning before you've eaten, then you're switching off your hunger cues. So please, please, please have your breakfast, eat food first, then have your morning coffee, because that's going to help you get the protein in, the nutrition in that you need in order to lose weight. Now, I know that seems counterintuitive because you're like, but I want to lose weight, Julie, and you're telling me to eat more. Well, it's about whole foods. Eating whole foods, trying to get away from the snacking is what's going to make the difference. So it could be that actually your calories, and you feel like I don't eat a lot, but a lot of your calories come from nutrient dense foods in terms of highly processed foods. So if you're eating things like the crisps, the biscuits, the cake, they're high in calories, but nutrient dense in calories, but not necessarily in the goodness they're giving your body. So think about something that's a biscuit. It's got 99 calories in that small little biscuit. It's going to give you 99 calories, but it ain't going to give your body much else than that. Yeah, it'll have a bit of carbs, it'll have some sugar, it might give you the chocolate hit, but in terms of fueling your body long term, it's not going to give you enough. So you need to go back and keep eating those things and snacking on them. And what I also see with clients is time pressure. You're like, oh, I've not got time to make myself food. I've not got time to do this. And this is where your planning and your batch cooking and preparing is going to come in. And many people like to think, oh, I'm adventurous. I don't want to eat the same food. It gets boring eating the same stuff. But the truth is, we eat quite a lot of similar stuff. We just cook it a bit differently. It might be chicken, but actually you cook it in different ways. It might be fish. You have fish a lot. You might just cook it in a different way. We don't actually have that much variety in our food, but we like to tell ourselves we do. So it's that whole thing about making the time to fuel your body will make a world of difference to your weight loss, but to your overall mood and energy too. And if you want to be a better version of yourself, so you wake up feeling good, you don't feel so stressed, you're not feeling like you're rushing around all the time, trying to prepare meals, trying to cook for the family, that preparation and planning up front, plus it'll take a little bit of time, it'll serve you dividends in terms of feeling your body well, but also for weight loss. Because for me personally, when I started on my journey, I was obviously learning to walk again after I broke my leg and ankle. And it wasn't about the weight loss. The weight loss was an outcome of all the things I was doing around eating well and moving my body. Now, most PTs won't tell you this, but I always share this because, well, I'm nutrition qualified, but a lot of PTs aren't. 80% is about what you eat and 20% is around the movement. So if you look at the food, the fuel, and how you fuel your body, it's a main component around your weight loss, your weight maintenance, and living a healthy life. And in the 20% around the movement piece is around muscle strength. So mobility, being able to do the things you want to do, being able to lift your babies, pick the weight up, go get the shopping, whatever it is you want to do. And with movement, it's also the release of the feel-good hormones too. So if you think of food about fueling your body, and then the movement side is really about the feel-good for the mind, but also for the body too. So you've got your two components there. And then let's talk about the other reason you don't lose weight. And the other reason you're struggling why you're not losing weight is you're not being honest with yourself. You know, I always make sure before someone comes in my program that they're ready. They're ready to do the work. They're ready for the change, because otherwise there's no point. Because I'm not here to drag people through the process. You need to be ready for it. But sometimes you do get people who start off with, yeah, I'm ready for it. And then they start to get weight loss, and then they hit the target in their head, whether it be from a year ago, they want to lose a stone back to where they were this time last year. And although they might still be deemed overweight or obese, so like, I've hit that target, I'm done now. And they kind of fade off the program and they don't reply to me, they kind of ghost me. And I know that's when that client is drifting off and they're just not ready for the whole change that comes with the lifestyle of being healthy. And you're like, what are you on about? And what I mean by that is the consistency around it. Actually, you feel good. We self-sabotage. So you're thinking, well, someone's losing weight and they're feeling good because they've got higher energy, but we self-sabotage. So people fall off eating well, looking after their body, going and working out, because they're like, oh, actually, this is, I'm a bit comfortable with this. I'm being a bit selfish, looking after myself, put myself first. And we self-sabotage, right? How many times have you been like wanting to maybe not go out and have a drink, and then before you know it, you've been an all-nighter? It's that thing, we will look at things to do to self-sabotage our progress. So you need to be really honest about, if you're not losing weight, what are the things you're doing to lose weight? What are the things you're doing positively and what are the things you're doing negatively? And I say that about the self-sabotaging behaviors. So if you're like, I want to lose weight, but here we are on a Wednesday night having a glass of wine, does that match with where you want to go? If you say you want to lose weight, but you go and buy the packet of biscuits that you know you're going to eat, then again, does that align with where you want to go? If you say, oh, I want to lose weight, and you say you're going to follow a plan, but you're not really following it, then actually what is it you're doing? Because I can tell when people who are and aren't following my plan when I give it, because I know it works. It's guaranteed to work. Now, for some people, we need to reverse the metabolism and we need to fuel them first before the weight starts to drop. But I absolutely know when someone doesn't follow the plan. As 100%. So it's that thing about being honest with yourself around what it is you're doing that's sabotaging you from losing weight, and what is it you're doing that's a positive action, and how can you replace the sabotaging habits with more positive ones. Okay, so it's that thing about it's easier to replace a habit that's not serving you with a new habit than trying to just get rid of the old habits. So for example, say you want to move your body more, and it's like that thing, you're sat in front of the telly right now, or you're sat in front of your social media right now, sat here just chilling out, and it's like, oh, I was going to go for that walk, but couldn't be bothered. Well, put your phone down, go for a walk, go and have that walk now. So think about what you can do to replace those habits and behaviors. If you've got a 3 o'clock habit around the biscuit, the chocolate biscuit, the cup of tea, then actually instead get up and go for a walk for 10 minutes round the block, and that'll help curtail that habit. So instead of trying to just stop that thing and it's playing on your mind, think about how you can replace a negative self-sabotaging habit with a new habit that's going to serve you. So that's 2 things for you, team. Self-sabotage behaviors, replace the negative with the positive. And then genuinely, are you eating enough? That is the biggest thing I see with females, that you're not eating enough food, and that's why you're not losing weight, because you need to reverse your metabolism, get the food in, and then cut the calories after if you've been a long time not eating enough. Okay, so that's the 2 pointers I wanted to close off with you tonight. If you've got any questions, drop in the DMs. If you're watching on the replay, #replay. And you can come to me anytime for questions. I am looking to do a 2-week weight loss challenge. I'm confirming dates around that. At the moment, it looks like it'll be about mid-August. So if you're interested in joining my 2-week weight loss challenge, which is all based around nutrition guidance and movement for the body and mindset, then that is coming up mid-August, because I had a few people request it. So I'm going to launch that mid-August time. So if you are interested in that, give me a call, give me a note. Coach Julie, just honestly drop in my DMs and say that you're interested in the weight loss challenge, and I can give you more details of it. It is free. It is literally for something I like to do 2 weeks to help people understand where they're at, because sometimes on the weight loss journey, you don't know what it is that you're doing that's working or not working for you. So I like to do a 2-week weight loss challenge, because it just helps for some people kickstart them on their journey. And for other people, it just opens up their eyes to, actually, this is what I need to be doing. And for others, it's actually, I'm not ready for this yet. So it's really a bit of a tester, just to baseline where you are and what's working for you, what's not, and if you're ready for that change around weight loss and the lifestyle that comes with it, which is all positive stuff. But yes, I shall leave you with that note. Like I say, DM me, drop me a note, reach out if you want to join the 2-week weight loss challenge coming up in mid-August. More details to follow. And anything else, nutrition, mindset, fitness, then drop me a question and let me know what you want more of. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Go drink some water. Think about getting your protein in for your breakfast tomorrow before your coffee. I'm watching before the coffee. Take care, team, and I shall catch you later.